Hi, Earth signs. My name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is your October 2021 reading for all the Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Welcome. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You'll be notified whenever you go into subscriptions, which is when I put a video out, which is every Saturday, except if there are 5 Saturdays in the month, I will take the 4th Saturday off. So Earth signs, let's get into your October 2021 reading. The first card is Go the Distance and Going the Distance. And the next one is Round and Round, No Place Like Home, and Higher Power. So you guys, this is telling me whatever you have been working on, keep going. You're almost there. It might not feel like it. This is a marathon and not a sprint. So you guys, you might have been working, and I know what you're working on. You guys are working on trusting your intuition, your inner voice, coming home to your authenticity. And right now, you might feel like you keep going in circles and you're not getting anywhere. And, like, why did I end up here again? And when this happens, when you have not learned your lesson, which whatever is going on, and this is not just you Earth signs, this is every single person. We keep repeating the same things until we learn the lesson. So, excuse me, you guys are in the process of healing wounds that you needed to address. And it's not that these wounds, that people aren't triggering your old wounds, but you're noticing them sooner and you're not staying in situations for as long. So if you went and worked at a company for 30 years and then you got laid off or you lost your job and you got a new job, and then you went there and you're like, I don't like it here, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. You might not work there for 30 years. Maybe you only work there for 29 years. Or maybe, like feeling stuck, feeling trapped, staying in a situation. You won't stay for as long. It's not things don't happen, but they don't happen for as long. So you are leveling up, you're healing, and you're not going round and round in circles. You're not chasing your tail, but it might have felt like that. So you guys are doing a great job. The divine is recognizing the progress that you are making. And so the next one is No Place Like Home. You guys are coming back to your divine self. No place like home is to your heart and to yourself. And your higher power is bringing you there. God, the divine, spirit, angels. You guys might know this stuff, but you haven't been able to feel it. So one of the reasons why you're not able to feel it yet, if you want to feel it, you believe it, you know it, but you don't feel it all the time. Part of that is you have to go back and address your childhood wounds. You guys, things happened when you were a child that you were not able to address. You might have blocked them out. You might be in denial about it. You might not have been able to acknowledge it because it was very painful. Not wanting to go back there, I get it. I didn't want to go back there either, but what happened to me is things kept coming up even though I didn't want them to. So things kept resurfacing. And usually when things keep resurfacing, I'm going to tell you, like a lot of times when somebody would trigger me, what does the word trigger mean? Trigger means somebody is holding up a mirror to something you're not ready to look at. So like Somebody might say something to you and you're like, this person thinks I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. And you get mad at the person who you think they think you're stupid. But really, what is happening is you don't believe you're smart. And when you don't believe you're smart, when somebody talks to you like that, it makes you second guess yourself. And the normal reaction is to get mad at the person instead of thinking like you think they intentionally said it to you that way because they think you're stupid. When really you don't believe you're smart, and this person doesn't just talk to you like this, they talk to every person like this. So it's not a personal thing to you, but it feels like that. So the next one says envy, and it says, I am the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. So this is saying that you guys are envious of the people who have a divine and spiritual connection because you want that. And just because you want it, the people who have that, it's very hard to walk the road of that. You guys are starting to be drawn and attracted to the people who have that. You want that. The only way they have that and they're able to keep it is because they address their issues and they're working on the spiritual connection all the time. And they had to face a lot of shit for this, by the way. I'm one of them. I took a lot of crap from the people who weren't ready to be connected, but it wasn't a personal thing against me. What I realized is they weren't ready to receive the information that I knew. But as people are ready to hear the information, they know who to come to. So you guys, thinking somebody is above you or has more than you or is better than you because of what they do for a job is not true. We are all equal. We are all smart. How we practice that is different to everybody. Just because somebody went to college and somebody didn't doesn't mean they're above you or below you. It means maybe somebody who didn't go to college didn't do good by reading books. Maybe they listened better than reading. Maybe they couldn't afford to go. Maybe the thing they were interested in didn't have college. Maybe it had trade school. It didn't mean they're less. They're not less. They're equal too. Somebody wrote a book. Somebody didn't write a book. It doesn't mean they're above you and you're below, or you're above them and they're below you. We are all equal. We have different gifts, but it doesn't mean anybody's time is more valuable than yours, and it doesn't mean yours is more valuable than everybody else. So we're learning about, this reading is telling me about humility and getting rid of your ego. And what your ego is it's easing God out because you had to, but your ego was protecting you and keeping you safe. So part of using your ego is you were working out of your head and not your heart. And your head and your heart is starting to get connected. So there's a lot of judgment for this. And it says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So you guys, you are starting to realize that you are getting the gift of humility. Usually when you get the gift of humility, it is because you needed it. It doesn't feel like a gift when it's happening. Usually things happen that make you shift your mindset. So maybe I'll share with you guys. So I had to go on Social Security disability. I was in an accident. I could no longer go back to my physical job. I am not meant to do a physical job. My body can no longer do what is called a normal job, a 9-to-5 job. My body won't do it. I used to think people on Social Security disability we're lazy, must be nice. Do you know not having a job is a job? Not having a physical job to go to every day is harder than working. So I had to shift my perspective. And a lot of times our perspective doesn't shift until something happens to make us shift. So I judged people. We all judge people until it happens to you. So this is saying you are lessening your judgment about everybody else, but especially for yourself, earth signs. Your judgment is changing, but it doesn't change until it happens to you, until it affects you. So there is nothing wrong with you, and you're not doing it wrong. I'm going to read to you. So I have a paper here about the colors of the cards, and judgment is blue, and it says it's all about security and trust and loyalty and being responsible, and protects, calms, relaxes, support, confidence, peace, honesty, and reliability. So this is also letting me know that you guys have been or were taught that you needed to be overachievers, that you needed to do everything outside of you first to look successful, to have money, to have houses. You needed to do that, and that is okay. Most of us who grew up without that needed to go do that. That was part of your process. That is part of your process. Your judgment is shifting. It doesn't just shift. You get shifted. It is usually big, it is usually traumatic, and it is usually painful when this happens. It's not a glide. It's more like a jerk and bump, 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 bumpy road. So this is not an easy road, but the divine wants to say congratulations and thank you for all the work that you're doing. They know this isn't easy, and God is so proud of you guys. And the next one is growth. And it says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So you guys, this card is yellow, and envy was yellow. So, part of this process, and what I was saying, like, oh, people who get to go to yoga during the day must be nice, must be nice. It's really nice. I get to go to yoga during the day. It's really nice. When I was envious of the people that could do this, I was jealous. Must be nice. Guess what? I wished I could do that, and I couldn't. And one of the reasons is I couldn't allow myself. And when I got into the car accident, I was a passenger. I wasn't driving. I couldn't blame it on myself. I couldn't say, if I wasn't driving, if I didn't leave at this time, if I didn't do this, if I didn't do that. But even if I was driving, even if the accident was my fault, so what? So what? It doesn't matter how it happened. It's called an accident because it was an accident. It wasn't an on purpose. It was my time to shift. And if this didn't happen that way, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So this is saying things are starting to happen to you to make you shift. It is not your fault. It is your time. That is all. So the growth, when it says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness, it's yellow. Envy was yellow. I wanted to wait to tell you about yellow. Yellow means you excel at more than two things. And I'm not going to say just more than two things. You guys are so well-rounded. You are the entire package. You are the entire package. You're responsible, you're reliable, you're a planner, you think of every worst case scenario, you're creative, you're getting connected to the divine, you're starting to trust your intuition, you're coming back to yourself. That, my friends, is the entire package. It says your brain needs stimulating. That's how you guys do better. Your brain needs to be stimulated. If you go the creative route, the conscious, expanding your consciousness and awareness, your spiritual path, you will not be not stimulated, okay? You will still be stimulated. And it says now is the time to live, stepping into your power and teaching. So you guys, I know you've probably heard the expression before, but maybe you haven't. When the student's ready, the teacher will appear. So there's also a flip side to that. When the teacher's ready, the students will appear. So you guys are meant to teach. You are leaders. And part of you guys, you're meant to teach spirituality, by the way. And you know why you're meant to teach it? Because people will believe you. A lot of times, the doubting Thomas, the doubting people, they don't trust the creative, spiritual, yoga, namaste people. They trust the people who went to college, the people who read books, the people who have to keep getting information. You guys, I never read books because I collected books. I bought books. I wanted to read them. I couldn't read them. Every time I read them, I got a headache. I got tired, like exhausted. I wouldn't be able to remember what I read. I thought I was stupid. I thought I wasn't meant to read books. Guess what? I'm not meant to read books. I'm meant to listen to books on audio. I retain everything when I hear it. Everything when I hear it. It goes in. I hear it. I process it. Sometimes it depends what it is. I might need to hear it multiple times. It didn't mean I wasn't smart. It meant I was creative. I didn't learn like everybody else, but it didn't mean I was less than. So, but teaching the spirituality, people need to hear it from you because they'll believe you. And you needed to hear it from the people who are like you. So it doesn't mean anything was wrong with you. It means your process needed to be the way that it was, but you guys are teachers. And the next one is Penguin, and it says authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. You know, it says family gives you strength when you face the storm. So what this is telling me is maybe your family is great when you're in a crisis, but when you're in your everyday stuff, they might not be the people who are able to understand what you're going through and what's happening to you. So it's saying reach out to your tribe. So you guys, your tribe is there. I am going to tell you this right now. If you are looking for your people, they are in the 12-step programs. If you are an alcoholic, you need to go to Alcoholics Anonymous. If you are a drug addict, you need to go to Narcotics Anonymous. If you are codependent, which the whole world is, there's CODA, Codependence Anonymous. They have adult children of alcoholics and dysfunctional families. Every single person is an adult child of a dysfunctional family. There does not have to be apparent alcoholism in your family. It could be sexual abuse, religious abuse. It could be anything. There is a 12-step group for everything. That's where your tribe is. Please research them and look them up. If you're looking for help and support, they are in the 12-step programs. The next one says Cougar, assertive. The silence, in silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and the confidence to succeed. So you guys, maybe you thought you needed to be aggressive in the past in order to get what you wanted, in order to get what you needed. But this is saying that you can be assertive. And I think what has happened for a lot of the earth signs is you go from, aggressive to passive. And the cougar is assertive. So a cougar is balance, and in the middle, it's both. So because you guys have been aggressive, you might have now stepped back and took a more passive role, but this is saying you're allowed to step it up and be assertive. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. And I just told you the 12-step programs. There's Sex and Love Anonymous. There's Gambling Anonymous. There is Hoarders Anonymous. There is Anorexic and Bulimic Anonymous. They're all now on Zoom. You do not even need to leave your house. You can also write your name. You can write the wrong name. You don't have to show your picture. You can go and just listen. But it says you will have the courage and confidence to succeed. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. So you guys, I think you're starting to believe that you have this gift and that you are the whole package, but you need to hear it from people who are able to support you. And the next one says dog, friend. Today, I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and a friend. So you guys, dog is God spelled backwards. So I think maybe you can see the divine through your dog. That your dog is showing you that the divine exists, that you are connected. Your dog is helping you, because it is God spelled backwards. And it says, I will love without condition. And I heard this a while ago, and it's so beautiful. And it says, I aspire to be the person my dog thinks I already am. So you guys, your dog already knows where you are and who you are, and you're a child of God, and your dog knows this. If your dog knows this, I know this. You guys need to believe it. So this is your sign, signing off, Earth signs for the month of October. I will see you all next Saturday. Thanks so much for watching.